Welcome to episode 8 of Challenging Approaches. Today's approach is into Courchevel Altiport. This airport serves a ski resort in the French Alps and is well known for its ski jump-like runway. With a runway gradient of 19%, it's steeper than the runway at Lucla. Because of its location on the side of a hill, there's no go-around procedure, meaning once committed, there's no other choice than to land. Perhaps the most challenging part of the approach is timing the flare right to avoid sending it hard into the runway. In this approach, we'll be flying the Robin DR400, a common privately owned aircraft in France that frequents the area. Without further ado, let's jump into the cockpit. So once again, welcome aboard the cockpit of this time a Robin DR400 as we make our approach into Courchevel. So we are more or less attempting to maintain an altitude of 7,000 feet, which is the published altitude for approaching this airport. So it's a relatively windy day today, which just adds all that much more challenge, particularly for an aircraft of this particular size, which really does struggle with some of the mountain winds on a day like this. So I think one of the most challenging things about landing at Courchevel is the slope of the runway, which is a maximum of 19% gradient along the entire length of the runway. So that is quite a steep runway, which helps you slow down, but it makes it really challenging to actually almost match the gradient. Sorry, this is really distracting when I'm trying to maintain altitude in the turbulence that we're currently getting. It makes it really hard to match the gradient of the runway to actually make a smooth touchdown. And it can be quite dangerous to actually run the risk of slamming it into the runway if we don't get that flare right onto the runway. So that roll was not me. We can see we're gaining about 200 feet. Perhaps this mountain is the culprit here with the wind coming off to our right hand side. So we can actually see the runway just make it out within the snow over to the right hand side there. And I'll try and get down to, again, 7,000 feet. So I'm going to start the turn now here and probably try and not go too close to this mountain because I potentially expect some turbulence coming off it, but we'll see if that's the case or not. I'm going to start slowing down and getting ready to trim. Oh, okay. That looks like a bit of turbulence. So I was right about that mountain. I'm going to start descending now. Making sure not to descend below that 6,400 feet. Just about to say it looks like the wind has calmed up, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. And the speed's come up a little bit, I think, because of the wind, so we're just going to slow it down a little bit. Looking pretty good at the moment. Might just add a little bit of trim. And a bit of power. So there's 6,500. We're committed. Aiming for that threshold. And there we go. Touchdown. Probably a little bit of float on that one. but I'm confident we'll be able to stop, especially with just how steep it is. Might actually need a little bit of power, so I roll back the other side. There we go. Oh, welcome to Courchevel. Thanks for watching another episode of Challenging Approaches. If you like episodes like this, then consider subscribing to get notifications for any future episodes. Or if you have any other ideas for other airports, then please leave them in the comments. Hope to see you in the next one. Thanks.